Hello, my beautiful basilisks and mythology and mine. You can call me Eminem. Excuse me for the voice because my allergies are acting up. But anyway, this is the second part of my Hades gameplay. And last time we saw the tortoise, and today we're going to make it further. So let's go. If you remember, last game we took a key. With that key we're going to be able to afford a bow, which I'm so glad because swords were not designed for me. I suck with them, so I will be playing with a bow this round.
Okay. I can escape through that pink window there. Coronat, the Heart Seeker. Let's deal some death. What the?
Nice place you got here, boyo. Name's Skelly, how's it going? But enough with the small talk already,
I don't remember having you on payroll, mate. Who's your supervisor?
Oh, I'm not about to wrap my sources, pal.
So this is Kelly, our hitting dummy, basically. We will be able to try all of our different attacks in him. He just revives when you kill him, so yeah, don't worry about that.
I can do this. First get past the wretched shades of Tartarus. Easier said than done. And doubtless I'll be running into Meg. The river of flame ought to be just beyond.
I love the design, it's so beautiful. I just love watching, and you can see, you know, the souls going down there and Hades' face in the walls. I don't know, it's fantastic. What more can I say?
Thunder. Is this really him? Okay. And then...
Greetings there, young man. Look, your father's always been rather difficult, and he's not so much as called in quite some time. He'll have a better home where...
The Sky Daddy himself, Zeus. He's a Dilf, which honestly checks out, it makes sense. I love that his hair and his beard are just like puffy clouds, and obviously his blessings have to do with thunders, because what else they could be about. And the one I have take is great against skulls, generally between enemies that are low health, but a lot of them. I don't know if you can tell, but I feel way more comfortable playing with a bow instead of the sword, because I don't know, the sword gets me really nervous. Just low range weapons. There will be two other ones I will not be great with, but you know, time to time, maybe I'll get better. So that sign you could see in the other room, I guess you already guess it. But it's the bow of Artemis, and I love her so much. She's my favorite goddess, and I would love you to meet her right now. But unfortunately, I need a lot of health in order to defeat Megara. So if there is a heart, I'm just going to take the heart route. I really need a lot of health. As Messiah pointed out in the comments of my last video, I haven't talked yet about Zagreus. I did talk about him a little bit in my video about the creation of humankind, but I will do it now, like, again, and better. I'm going to give away, I guess, a spoiler if you know something about mythology. Is not, but if you don't want to risk it, go to the time span I'm going to put in the screen. So in this game, Zagreus' father is Hades and his mother is Persephone. That's the spoiler, okay? We're not supposed to know this. We're supposed to think that Nyx is his mother, but if you know something about mythology, you know that Persephone is Hades' wife. Well, in the original myth, Zagreus is actually son of Zeus, but of Persephone too. So that part is right. So Zeus transformed into a serpent. They say seduce, but when they say seduce, we know it means rape. Okay, he raped his daughter Persephone when she was, you know, trying to hide from him in a cave. So in this cave, she birthed Zagreus, and then later she became the queen of the underworld. So she could not take care of him. So Apollo or the Curetes or Rhea, depending of the myth, they try to keep him alive so he could, be king of the Olympus one day. They hid the kid in a forest, but Hera is basically the champion of hide and seek, so she finds him. I don't know why she, kills her husband or something, but she's more of a, post-birth abortion, to call it like that. So she sends some titans to go for the kid, and they find the kid, just playing, being a baby, and they tore him apart. They ate his remains, everything except the heart, because Apollo or Athena, depending on the version, could save the heart. I'm not going to tell you what happens to the heart just yet, because the game kind of references that later on in some kind of way, so I will explain it there. But Zeus killed the Titans, and with the remains, the ashes, however you may call them, of these Titans, and what was left of Zagreus, Prometheus created the first human beings.
Damned lost souls with nowhere left to turn congregate in deepest...
They basically turn into big crystals. That was revelry? People having a good time?
Hey there, Zagman. How's it going? Look, you have got to get here with the rest of us already. We've been saving...
Dionysus is great. I love that he has purple hair like his vines. I love his feel like he's, that guy from high school who was always high but also like really cool, not in the bad way. And he looks so handsome and so pretty, and he's just great. I have taken the ability where Nectar gives me more health. Guess why? Yeah, because I need more health. Nectar is going to play a crucial role in the game, you'll see it later, but for now know that when you give Nectar to someone for the first time, they're going to give you a gift. I will personally recommend you to give the first one to either Skelly or Cerberus, preferably Skelly, because his ability for me is the best.
Hey, good to see you out here, mate. Looks as though you've got some fine wares up for sale, don't?
The infernal wares of the Stygian boatman Charon lie sprawled about.
That would be me.
Especially for starting, but you can give it to either one you like. At the end you're going to give some to everybody, so it also is the way to build relationships up in this game, so make sure to have, some in your pocket always. About Dionysus' blessings or gifts, he has some related to health, but mostly he causes poison attack. It is called hangover. It can be accumulative and it does damage over time. They're pretty great.
Something I can use.
The ability I have taken from Zeus is going to make my blood hit even more monsters at a time. So if I get in a room full of numbskulls or witches, we're going to have a great time. And speaking about numbskulls, in this round you have seen now the Skulomat. Not sure how it's pronounced, but these are basically nests filled with numbskulls. I guess they are born that way, I'm not really sure. They really don't have any offensive or defensive abilities. They can't do anything apart from producing numbskulls. So I do recommend that if you do see one, kill it immediately, because it's going to be non-stop if you don't. In some random dungeons there are purple cauldrons. I usually don't use them. I use only if I have low health I will go to my health, but most objects can only be used a few times, but I'll talk about some of them later.
She is your mother, as I understand? We Olympians rarely consort with the chthonic.
The gift I just took is going to make my special attack able to deflect attacks. Usually when I have this, I forget I have it. And it's actually very helpful. It's just I'm a mess.
Hey there, Meg.
Ever stubborn, aren't you? Maybe my whip might make you reconsider whatever.
Your whip's not been all that persuasive in the past.
Maybe persistence will pay off for both of us. Come then.
This was when I realized these two used to fuck. Not only did they used to fuck, but they had a pretty hardcore BDSM relationship, and she is definitely the dom there, and he's definitely the sub. I've already talked about Meg, I've already talked about Zag, so I guess it's time to talk about the people in the Hades Palace. So let's start with, I don't know, Hypnos, for example. Well, I love him because he looks so cute and adorable and fantastic, but I don't think he's mythologically accurate in the way that he's usually portrayed with wings and naked. But I mean, I can't forget the nakedness because I don't want to see that. But yeah, he's missing wings. And sometimes I think he's also represented with like a horn full with opium, so he can put himself to sleep. But other than that, I don't know, I think he's really cute, his vibe is like really sweet and oblivious, so if he's someone who's always sleeping, that makes sense for him. Achilles is kind of a second father to Zagreus. You can really see through the game that he really cares about him and he's concerned and he cares a lot. But he's also pretty sad and he has a lot of regrets. You will be seeing it later on. I think his representation is great. He has a spear. It is said in the Iliad that he was really good with swords and spears, so it makes sense. And he was also described as a really beautiful man with shiny reddish blonde hair. So the blonde part is right, the reddish not as much, but little details. I can only talk about one character more before I obviously kill Meg because I'm so great. So I'm going to speak about Cerberus. He's just so cute, he's adorable, and he's red, and he has green nose. Why? I do not know. Is it mythologically correct? No, he looks like a even cuter version of Clifford. Yes, I love him. It is true that mythologically speaking, Cerberus wouldn't probably be a giant dog. He would be like maybe the size of, I don't know, a human, maybe even less. But it's cooler that way. I'm really sorry. I was trying to make this video longer, but shit, it's rough right now for me. And also the editing machine browser I use gets pretty crazy over 6-minute videos. So it's like really slow and difficult and it doesn't charge well, so I spend a lot of time doing nothing. But I wanted to make a video for St. Valentine's Day. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it on time. I'll try. If you're interested, please do tell me. Because I was writing another video and then I remembered that St. Valentine's even exists. So I have to write it starting now. So I don't know if it's going to be out. But anyway, I'll try to get the third part of the video game as soon as possible. So sorry about that. Have a nice RNH. Bye.